What's up guys, welcome to Hardwin82 channel. My name is Adam and in today's video we're gonna talk about USB and exactly I want to talk about what to do if you run out of ports. Alright guys, let's talk about the USB devices. These days everything is on USB, almost everything. We have pen drives, we have some adapters, we have even some lights, we have hard drives, we have our phones, we have mice, we have keyboards. Everything these days is almost everything is connected through USB. Topic of this video is what to do in situation when you run out of USB ports. What to do then? These days, like I said, so many things require USB. I will talk about that. I will talk about solutions. Doesn't matter if you have a laptop or you have computer PC. I will talk about your options. Let's go. First, I want to mention that USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. That type of connection was designed to connect devices with other devices, basically. Before we made any kind of decision, we need to consider three things. We need to consider those before we do any kind of purchase. With USB ports and USB devices, you need to consider speed. You need to consider what type of USB port actually you want to use, and the last one is what kind of power requirements your device has. So let's start with the first one. We have many types of USB. We have USB-A, we have USB-B, USB-C, also we have micro USB, we have mini USB. For example, you have one of those new Android phones like I have here. That phone requires USB Type-C, so you cannot just jump and buy adapter because you might end up with some kind of a problem. So first of all, what kind of devices you will try to connect and what kind of USB type they are using. So this is the first thing to consider. Another thing is, what about the speed? Are you care about the speed? Maybe you don't care about the speed. Maybe this is the only thing you are interested in. For example, if you connect something like this external drive, I presume you will need some kind of fast connection. So you will be looking at USB type 3.0 or maybe 3.1. It's extremely important if you work with large files. For example, I'm recording this video. This video I'm sure will have hundreds of megabytes. I wanna download this fast, so I'm not gonna use USB 2.0, which is, if I remember right, it's only 480 megabits per second. I will try to use USB 3.1 that gives me, in theory, 10 gigabits per second. So there is a huge difference here. And the last thing is power requirements. You need to remember that when you use something called USB hub, you cannot expect that you will connect all the devices in the same time and they will work perfectly. USB has limit to 5 volts. So you might have a problem when you try to use all the ports in the hub. For example, if I try to connect this drive plus LED lights in the same time, I will have a problem. I will lose the lights, or I could have a problem with transfer of data. I'm sure I will be losing connectivity with this drive. So you need to consider that you cannot connect too many devices in the same time unless they have external power. I will show you in a bit. Someone could say, what is the point of this video? I will just go to the store and buy the best of the best. I will buy the hub with the massive amounts of USB ports, also with external power supply, and I will be good. That is true if you have unlimited money. When your wallet has unlimited amount of money, yeah, that's true. You can stop watching this video, you can just go to the store and buy the best of the best. But if your requirements are a little bit lower, you don't have to spend too much money to have ability to connect all your devices. I will show you some examples and some solutions. I will tell you what I am using every day, and yeah, what you can use as well. Let's go. So you can go to your local store and ask about a USB hub, or you can go to websites like Amazon or eBay and find yourself, choose exactly what you want. In this video I will help you go through all of the things you need to consider, and for just like you see here, for 7 quid, which is around $9–10, you can have this splitter with 6 ports and also USB card readers. I have this at the moment on my desk. I am using this every single day. I choose that because I'm not gonna use every single port in the same time. I just wanna have this flexibility. Sometimes I will connect my phone, sometimes I will connect my SD card, and maybe sometimes I will connect my LED lights. So in my case, I don't need super fast speeds. What do I care is flexibility, and this device gives me a lot. Maybe it's not the fastest, it's not the best, but gives me a lot of flexibility. Cost nothing, and yeah, it's just standing here on my desk, and it's working as it should. So again, it's USB 2.0, and that gives you only 480 megabits per second. These days maybe it's worth having 3.0 or 3.1, which gives you much more speeds. But again, this is only helpful when you connect devices like external drives, like your phone, and all the time you are copying some data, so probably you should have something faster than this. Alright, let's talk about something else. So again, I'm using this, I'm very happy. You cannot expect too much, but for that money, wow, great. Another thing, you could use something like this. Not only you have loads of ports, this specific device has 10 ports, but also have external power supply. So that means all the devices connected, they will have enough power to operate without any problem. So you can connect your pen drive, your phone in the same time. For example, you can charge your phone, reading something from the drive, copying something, maybe even LED lights. You don't need to worry about that, and every device will have enough power. The only problem could be, you need to remember something. This is USB hub. At the end, you have only one cable that goes to your computer. So that cable needs to split bandwidth to all of those ports. So if you try to use 3, 4 or more devices in the same time, they need to share the bandwidth. This specific USB hub uses 3.0, and 3.0 gives you speed 5 gigabits per second, which is still great, this is around 500 megabytes per second. That's still great, but remember, if you use many devices in the same time, it has to split the bandwidth to those devices. It's like you see, it's quite expensive. In my case, I found this for 54 quid. So yeah, it is expensive. Depends how often you're gonna use it and what kind of work you are doing. Also worth considering, this device has no SD reader. The previous one had. Have a look at this. It has a SD reader. You can connect two SD cards. You have micro SD card and normal SD card. So if you don't care about that, you could buy something like this, but if you do care, you need to find another one with USB ports plus SD card readers. Okay, what we have here as well. If you are a PC owner like me, and you have a PC just on your desk and you run out of the ports, you can also buy something called USB adapter using the PCI Express slot. But before you jump to the eBay and press buy it now, make sure you have a PCI Express slot empty. You might have older generation and you have older type of slot which was PCI, not PCI Express, so make sure you have the right one. So I'm using something similar. This specific adapter is quite interesting. It's not giving you only two USB ports 3.0, but also gives you the internet adapter. So you have an internet card plus USB ports. Quite important thing. This adapter has power interface. Again, quite important. If you wanna connect the device that requires a lot of power through USB port, you need to consider this. You need to have extra power interface to give power to this device. Another adapter which is very interesting and the price is not very big is this one. And the main difference between this and the previous one is you have obviously you have loads of USB ports. You have the same speed, it's the same USB 3.0, but you see those two black squares? Those two square black things are power modules. So this is like a next generation of adapters. This adapter doesn't require external power supply like this has. This has power interface and you require to connect SATA cable to give extra power, to give extra juice. This one doesn't require that. I have something similar and it's very good. You can connect whatever you want and it's working like it should. Another thing, if you are using computer, is another type of adapter. This one has 3 USB 3.0 ports plus 2 USB Type-C. So have a look. First, like I said at the beginning of the movie, you need to consider those three things: the speed, what kind of speed you are expecting to have. Maybe you care about that, maybe you don't. What kind of ports you will be using, so what type of USB you're gonna use. And the third one is the power requirements. So before you buy anything, just keep in mind you have to think about those three. This one is also interesting because has heatsink. Why is that? Because it's prepared for the power hungry devices. So if you have external drive and you will be using this quite a lot, the power that goes through this adapter will make this whole thing warm, and that heat has to go somewhere. So it's a good touch. It's a nice touch to have this. Gives you extra security, let's say. You have a cable provided, cable is included. Yeah, it's quite good thing. Another thing for PC users, you could buy this, and that goes to your front panel. You just, this box is on the front of your computer, of the case, of your case, and everything else connecting from inside, and you have easy access from the front, and you can connect whatever you want. So okay guys, so if you are all those things I just showed you, you can use in the PC, but only those two you could use with your laptop. So if you run out of the USB ports, or you need to have extra SD card reader, stuff like that, you can buy something like this. If you need a lot of USB ports, this is probably one of the best choices. And what else? Okay, that's it for the laptop users. And PC users, they can use this, all of that basically, this, that, and one of those. I'm using some. I'm using this at the moment. I can recommend it. It's very good. Just for fun, let's go to the quite common websites like Amazon. Let's see what they have. First of all, I was looking at the PowerRed USB hubs. So you have stuff like this. The prices are not bad. For example, for 10 quid you could have something like this. Quite famous website in UK's market is the Curis PC World. Let's have a look what they have here. Let's go from the cheapest ones. Well, so the cheapest one is this port, is a 2.0. You have 3 ports, but looks like the cable is missing. Looks like connection lead is missing. I'm not sure, maybe it is somewhere, but it's not on the picture. So just for 6 quid you can have something like this. This is great for keyboards, mice, pen drives, nothing sophisticated, and don't try to connect them in the same time. You could have some problems. Okay, we have 4 ports for $12.99. Yeah, looks nice. What else we have? We have USB Type C. Let's have a look at the most expensive hub they have. Okay, so the most expensive is this one. But that uses Thunderbolt, so this is for Mac users. So it's not for normal people, let's say. So if you're a Mac user, you will be looking at something like this, Thunderbolt USB hub. So something like that is a fantastic port, but only for people that uses MacBooks or Mac computers. Some of them, they are very interesting, like I showed you before. Sometimes you have not only USB connectors, but also you have an internet port. You have in this case VGA port, which is for a graphic, so you can connect external monitor. Okay guys, that's gonna be it. So if you struggle like me and you need to connect all those devices, fear no more. Now you know what to do, what kind of equipment you have to buy. If you found that video interested, consider subscribing, hit that like button if you want. If not, that's okay, and I will see you next time.